And in our latest video, we showed a ribbon braid and we had a ton of requests for a tutorial on it. And I'm actually surprised that we don't already have one on our channel because it's one of our favorite braids. But I will show you how to do it today. And I'm going to start by doing it without any ribbon because I think it's easier to learn that way. So you want to split the hair into 4 strands. I usually just split the ponytail in half and then split each of those halves in half again so that the strands are even. And then this third strand in from the left, so 1, 2, 3, this strand, I usually try to make it a little bit thinner than the other 2 or the other 3. And that is because this is the key strand in the braid. This is the one that's going to be running through the middle. The way you want to think about this braid is it's half of a Dutch braid and half of a standard braid, meaning that one of the sides of the braid, the outside strand, is going to go underneath, and then the other side of the braid, it's going to go over the top. And hopefully that'll make more sense as I'm explaining this. So to begin this braid, I'm going to start with this strand on the left, and I'm going to bring it over the strand it's sitting next to, and then under the next strand in. And then I'm going to be working with this strand on the right, and I'm going to bring it under the strand it's sitting next to, and then over the next strand in. So if you can just repeat over, under, over, all the way down, that is going to help you. So again, starting here with the strand on the left, I'm bringing it over, and then under, and then this strand on the right is going to go under, and then over. So one more time, over, under, and over. So as you can see, this strand here is running through the middle, and that is the one that I made a little bit thinner. And that one is just going to stay in the middle all the way down. So I will show you this one more time. Over, under, and over. And I'm just going to continue that all the way down to the bottom. So when you get down to the bottom, you can just tie this off. And then you can either leave the braid just like that, or you can stretch out the edges. And to stretch those out, you just want to grab the very edge of each of the strands and just pull on it a little bit. You really don't want to grab like the whole strand because it will ruin the braid as you're pulling it out. So just grab the very edge. And I like to stretch this particular braid out because it emphasizes the pattern and makes this middle strand pop out a little bit more. So that's the finished look with just hair, and I'm going to show you how to add a ribbon if you want to do that. Okay, so if you wanted to make this braid with some ribbon, what I usually do is get a ribbon that's long enough that I can double it up, the length of it, and then I just wrap it around the top of the elastic and tie it underneath just into like a half of a knot. And then I'm going to combine these 2 pieces of ribbon into one so that it's just one solid piece. And then you can split the hair into 3 strands instead of 4 because the ribbon is going to be the 4th strand. And then you want to bring it into that 3rd position. So 1, 2, 3. That's where the ribbon goes. And then you're just going to braid this the exact same way you would if the ribbon wasn't there, and just treat this ribbon as a strand of hair. So starting here on the left, I'm going to bring it over and then under the ribbon. And then this strand on the right is going to go under and then over the ribbon. And you just repeat that all the way down. So over, under, and over. And it is important that you place this ribbon in the 3rd position to begin with, because if you don't, it's not going to be going down the middle like this, and it's not going to work. So that is how it looks with the ribbon. Again, you would just tie that off at the bottom, and then if you wanted to stretch these strands out, it would work the same way. So you could really replace this third strand with anything you wanted. We've used beads before, we've used a strand of leather. You can really use whatever you want, even fabric.